Mike Cardano with RotoExperts in the Fantasy Sports Network here with your Daily Fantasy Minute. Now, if you tuned in last season, you know that I had a few rules that I followed that served both me and you pretty well if you listen. Now, one of those was that I would not start a pitcher against the Kansas City Royals regardless of who that pitcher was. Opposing pitchers simply didn't strike out enough Kansas City batters to routinely or even semi-frequently score well against the Royals in daily fantasy. Strikeouts are a huge component of the scoring format in DFS, right? Well, the song remains the same this year, and it's one of the reasons I spent half my day defending myself against the Twitter sphere for throwing Drew Hutchinson last night instead of the highest priced pitcher, the admittedly better pitcher, Chris Sale. Now, the Royals just don't strike out, and they'll fight you if you piss them off. They're the NHL's version of Major League Baseball, and look what happened. If you paid up for Chris Sale, you paid for 2 strikeouts. Now, on top of that, the Royals are at the top of the league in swiping bases, so when they get on, they're moving up bases without even putting the ball in play. Let that be a lesson to you. Hope I learned you something. Now, tonight, however, if you're in a cash game, you're going to want to pay up for some pitching. Felix Hernandez is the most expensive guy on the hill this evening. He's $11,500 on FanDuel and $11,300 on DraftKings. And he's facing a weak offensive Twins team that's 27th out of 30 Major League ball clubs in runs scored. The last time out against the Rangers, Hernandez struck out 12 in just 7 innings. And while it's a bit much to expect that type of a dominant performance again, pick a synonym for the word dominant, and that's what you're probably going to get this evening. Now, the other arm that I'm going to want to pay up for tonight isn't the second highest priced pitcher in DFS sites. That's Zack Greinke, and he's facing the San Diego Padres, who have scored the second most runs in baseball. It's Mets starter Jacob deGrom, who on FanDuel is the third highest priced pitcher at $9,700, but on DraftKings, he's the 4th highest at just $9,000, with King Felix, Zack Greinke, and Garrett Richards all ahead of him. Now, the reigning National League Rookie of the Year, for some reason, just does not get the respect he deserves in daily fantasy. He's now made 25 career Major League starts with an ERA of just 2.48, striking out more than a batter per inning. That's enough of a body to work to know that his performance has not been a fluke. deGrom is facing the Yankees in what will be an electric atmosphere at the stadium tonight, as the 13-3 Mets come in with the best record in baseball, and they have designs on stealing the New York spotlight for the summer. Now, the Yankees have fanned 135 times on the season, and that's 4th most of all of baseball. And the way deGrom moves the ball in and out and up and down, I expect that they'll have a pretty rough time putting the bat on the ball this evening as well. Now, am I concerned about the short right field porch in Yankee Stadium? Sure I am, but deGrom has showed impeccable control throughout his young career, averaging giving up less than a half of a home run per 9 innings over his 25 starts. And when he elevates the ball, it's often out of the strike zone, where he's getting swings and misses, not over the plate, where hitters can do damage. Now, on the hitting side, if you're one who believes that Billy Hamilton is healthy, it would be a crime if you didn't play him tonight. Now, he slipped to $3,900 on FanDuel, where he qualifies as an outfielder, and he's $4,100 on DraftKings, where he qualifies as both an outfielder and a shortstop, which is kind of hilarious if you think about it, because he played 144 games in the outfield last season, 13 more in the outfield this season, without ever having started a game at shortstop. So someone over at DK's got some splaining to do. I mean, seriously, he's no more of a shortstop than you or I. Anyway, Hamilton's going up against John Lester, who couldn't hold an 85-year-old nun on first, and he hadn't thrown over to first base in nearly 2 years until he tried this on April 13th and almost hit somebody in the stands. Anyway, if you think Hamilton can somehow get on base a few times tonight, he should be good for second and perhaps third base as well. Now, if you're looking for more site-specific recommendations, including different options for value plays, tournament plays, and cash games, check out the premium products on dailyroto.com, put together by Drew Dinkmeyer, Mike Leone, and the most respected team in the business. Their email alerts will keep you from missing all the latest last-minute changes in weather and last-second lineup substitutions, and the forums on the site are jam-packed with useful interactivity and information like site-specific strategy suggestions that benefit the entire user community. So head on over to dailyroto.com and check out the advice and the forums and interact with the rest of the DFS community looking to hone their skills. Good luck today, everyone. I'm Mike Cardano. This has been Daily Fantasy Minute.